video. I have some special guests today. I have
Rita Mack,
Vonzel Cuthbertson. Check me out on YouTube.
Siobhan Tillman Cuthbertson.
and who in the background?
No, the man in the background, Daniel Matthews.
And we're just here today. We're gonna do a mukbang, a slight little mukbang. We got some wings from B-Dubs, Buffalo Wild Wings, some chicken nuggets from Chick-fil-A, and just some homemade steakums. So we're gonna eat. And today's topic, what we're gonna talk about was when they had COVID, their experience, and anything that they want to talk about their experience with COVID. So who wants to start?
I guess I'll
We
start.
can start.
When I first got COVID, I actually thought I'd had a hangover because I had a headache, and I had drunk the day before, so I thought I had a bad hangover. That's what it felt like. You know, I don't know if you ever had a hangover, but it's a headache. Your stomach kind of hurts, and you're kind of dizzy. For people who haven't had one, and I just thought I had a hangover, so that's what I thought when I first got mine. How did yours start?
Well, when I first experienced, I had like it felt like I was sick to my stomach, but I didn't get sick. So I didn't get sick; it just felt like it. And then after that, I started feeling like pain in my temples, and then it was in both sides of my temples, and then it progressed to me being tired, and then I was. Not only did I have the pain in my temples, I started having pain in my eyes, it seemed like it was right up at this section of my eye. And then while the pain was in my eyes, it went down to my gums. It was kind of weird. It felt like my gums were hurting. Top and bottom of my gums were hurting.
Your gum.
Like not my teeth, like it was like my gums were hurting. Like
That was
it felt
like
like
the
my
first
teeth
day?
were gonna come out. This is like progressing on as it was going on. For a few days, but it was
What's your experience the first day?
First day was just the being like nauseous. It was like that. I'm going ahead.
After I found out it wasn't a hangover, I started getting like a fever because I'm like, this hangover lasting all day. My hangovers don't normally last this long, so I started getting like a fever, kind of a fever feeling, but I still wasn't feeling bad. I just had a fever. So
did you figure it out like the first day, or whenever you got back?
I didn't hit us till we got back. It didn't hit none of us while we was there at the beach, but when we got back, that's when we started feeling it and everything.
So you as a mom, like, what was your experience with like the kids having COVID?
Now the kids, his symptoms came first. He had a temperature like that night. I mean, I felt like the body heat, so I instantly checked his temperature, and it was like 103.4.
Oh dang!
So, I mean, the kids didn't really start having symptoms till maybe a week later.
Really?
And it wasn't really like Wooga just had a headache, and Julian complained about his stomach. That was it. Nahandra had symptoms, but she was already confined to the room because she had come in contact with somebody at school, which I did a COVID test for her before we went to the beach, and it came back negative. You know. So
Yeah.
I don't know, but they didn't really have symptoms.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah, that's what I said. That was a good thing.
After my fever, well, actually, I was in the bed, and I was asleep, and I was so hot I could feel my body heat going through my fingers. I had my hand on my chest like this. I could feel my body heat going through. I was having a dream that I was a superhero, and I had fire powers. That's how hot it was.
So it's like making you kind of like hallucinate.
She came in there and woke me up. I probably was hallucinating too. She said I was talking out my mind. And I had a dream. I was having a dream. I was a superhero, and my powers were flame powers. I could feel the heat coming through my finger, but I actually was asleep like this. That's how hot I was.
Did anybody ever lose your sense of taste or smell?
I lost my smell. Yeah.
I lost my taste. And
I think I lost maybe 70% of my taste, because I still could taste, but it was mainly just salt and sugar. Like it wasn't no
That's
flavor, but. It was salt and sugar.
Wow. Yeah, I lost my smell for about 2 weeks, and my taste for about 2 weeks. And then I noticed that my smell didn't come all the way back for about a month. Well, it's been about a month.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So for about a month.
Just got it back.
That's good.
Probably a few days ago, I was in the house and I had an air plug in there, one of the little plugs in. And so I happened to walk by it and I smelled it, and I didn't smell it the whole time. And I was like, oh man, I can smell it now. I said, I thought my smell came back, but it didn't come all the way back, and I finally smelled it.
That's good, because I know somebody who had COVID like earlier this year, and she still can't taste or smell.
Tasting, not being able to taste, that would be hard. For real. Especially
It was horrible.
doing this.
It was horrible. I was eating,
What did it taste like?
it was like this.
Probably just
Now,
take
I'm
it.
actually, we all drink out of these cups. We drink out of cups and stuff. And if you put this in your mouth and you're eating, like you put this in your mouth while you're drinking or something, one of the cups, it tastes like that cup. Made no taste.
Wow.
I actually could take lettuce and a salad, eat it with no dressing. I didn't eat it. I didn't eat any dressing because I couldn't taste
Couldn't
it.
taste it anyway.
So
So how was your experience with having COVID and then having to take care of somebody while having COVID? Because I felt so bad for you.
well, it was like my third day of having COVID. I'm still going through my symptoms. I basically had to just stop, and I was exhausted. But Bonville actually came and helped me with the house. We had to clean up the whole house and get everything out because, with them being in the hospital, they went in the hospital for like half a day. And then they came back out. So I had to go back down there and just take care of them, and I just was running back and forth. I was so tired, and they, I needed to feed them and make sure they were okay, and go places and take them to the doctor. And while I'm running around, a few times I felt like I was so dizzy, I felt like I was gonna pass out on the road, but I just kind of like tried to make sure I stayed focused and was ready to pull over at any time, but I didn't. So it would come back, and then I could start driving again.
That's weird. Yeah.
Near the end of mine, I was outside. When you came over the house, I just got so dizzy because I couldn't catch my breath. It's like my lungs wouldn't allow the oxygen my body was used to get in my lungs, and it was making me so tired and dizzy.
And you said this was at the end of
This
it?
was like maybe the 4th day. Like all the other symptoms was gone. I could smell, taste, and all this, but I was getting so tired. Like I was outside playing with Julian, my grandson, and man, I was just tired. That's when you was out there. I was playing with I just kept sitting down on the scooter. I felt like I was about to pass out.
So it's really how they say it is, like with your breathing, the lungs and everything.
Yep, but I still don't want the shot.
Okay, sorry guys, the camera stopped for some odd reason, but yeah, we're just gonna close it out because I don't know how much memory I got left on there. I got an Android and I have dropped her. So thank you guys for tuning in. Where can they find you at?
At Rita Mack on YouTube. Just go to Rita Mack. It's RITAMACK.
And where can they find you at?
Vonzell Cuthbertson on YouTube. VONZELL space Cuthbertson. CUTHBERTSON. Got all kind of videos for all of y'all.
Go check them out. And where can they find you, ma'am?
I don't use YouTube like that. I ain't never posted. I have a YouTube channel, but I've never posted anything. So
You see her on my page.
Yes. You'll see me van life and repairing, and then discussing some other things, whatever you want to talk about.
All right, guys. Thank y'all for watching, and we will check you guys later.
Like, share, subscribe.
Yes.
We're out.
Bye.